Welcome to Fat Over 40. My name's Miles, and in this episode we're going to do my 3-month roundup and see where I've got with my weight loss goals. Now, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. There's a new film every single Friday, and if you like what you hear, then smash that thumbs up button. More importantly, get involved and comment down below and just let me know what you think. It's great to hear what you guys think of my videos, the content, and what you're doing in your weight loss journey. Now, it's the festive season, we're getting towards the end of the year, we've got a roaring fire going, and Mrs. Phillips has decorated the Christmas tree. But I know why you've tuned in. You want to find out exactly where I am now in terms of my weight loss journey, and we're going to update you on this. And make sure you keep watching, because at the end of the video we're going to find out whether I've hit my exercise goals as well for the season. So, this picture here was me back on the 13th of January 2015 when I weighed in at 20 stone 2, that's 128 kilos or 282 pounds. Now, the last weigh-in, and I'll put a link to the last weigh-in video here. On the 23rd of September 2016, that was 3 months ago, I weighed in at 16 stone 5, that's 105 kilos or 231 pounds. Now, drum roll please, where are we on the 15th of December 2016? Well, I now weigh 16 stone 3 or 104 kilos or 229 pounds. Now, my target, as I'm sure you all know, was to get under 100 kilos. This means since the last time I weighed in 3 months ago, I've only lost 1 kilo or 2 pounds. Now, I'm really quite disappointed. You know, I've worked really hard in terms of my exercise, my food. I think, 90% of my food is on point. It's just getting me into that calorific deficit on a daily basis to lose those couple of pounds a week is where I've been finding things hard. Now, these aren't sort of excuses. My PT, my personal trainer, she had a lovely baby girl called Lottie back in November. So I haven't been personal training, I have been exercising on the days that I would have been personal training, but I did say in my last video that I was going to do body measurements and body caliper measurements, and unfortunately obviously those had to go by the wayside whilst Kerry was busy having lovely Lottie. So that will start back up again in the new year. So in the next video I will be doing a roundup of where I am in terms of my measurements. We can have a look at my sort of profile picture now as to where I am, and I'll do a sort of a side-by-side between where I started, where I was 3 months ago, and where I am now. It probably doesn't look like there's that much of a difference. I do feel different. I feel sort of leaner and stronger, and certainly in terms of my cardio, which is something I can't put on a picture or on a graph, I'm definitely feeling sort of fitter from my exercise. Now, with not being weighed in on a weekly basis, that's where I think my sort of focus has lacked. Being weighed in every Friday, whether my weight sort of goes up or down, really sort of keeps me in check. And I think not being weighed in for sort of 6 weeks, that's where I've sort of kept my eye off the ball. And I'm sure Destiny will enjoy this comment, but Destiny, you know that I enjoy going back to the nut box. And I think that's what it is really, it's that extra knob of butter on my potatoes, or going back to the nut box, or having that dessert, or having an extra large portion, or having those 4 rounds of toast with lashings of butter. Craig. Some bit of food porn for Craig there. Look, it's hard. I mean, alright, I have lost weight, I haven't put on weight, but I really am quite disappointed that I didn't hit my goal of getting myself under 100 kilos. So, let's not worry about it. Let's get Christmas out of the way and crack on in the new year. Now, over the Christmas period, I haven't gone to every Christmas party I've been invited to, and only yesterday one of my best friends had a party which I was invited to, and I refused to go. what people that aren't on a weight loss journey don't really understand, I guess, is that, you know, they go out and they have a binge, or have you know, they indulge in lovely food and lovely wine for the day, and they don't see their weight sort of go up and down, which is right. You know, if I went out for the day, I wouldn't see my weight suddenly go up. But what they don't understand is, whilst you are big and you are trying to get your weight down, you need to be in that calorific deficit. If you're in a calorific surplus, or even if you sort of hit your calories for the day, your weight won't change. And it's about us driving our weight down. That's what we're constantly trying to do on our weight loss journey. So that, you know, it's been a tough decision, but my health and my weight loss has got to sort of come first. Now, in terms of my goals, well, I had 3 goals that I set 3 months ago. One was to get under 100 kilos, and it's a big in terms of that one. My second one was to lift 200 kilos in the deadlift, and you're going to see this on Christmas Eve. The week before Christmas is our testing week in the gym, and I'm going to try and do that 200 kilo deadlift. And I'm going to play the clip now that's going to show you whether I did or didn't manage to make the 200 kilo deadlift. Okay, so today was deadlift day and I didn't make my 200 kilo target. I managed to get up to 180, which is 10 kilos more than my previous lift in the last couple of weeks. I managed to get to 170. So look, I'm reasonably happy. I just need to now, in the next few months, work on my technique, build myself up, and I'm sure I will hit that goal. So unfortunately it's a fail on the 200 kilo deadlift by Christmas, but you know, that's what goals are for, I guess. Right, I've got no idea obviously whether I did or I didn't. I really hope that I did. I'm feeling quite strong at the moment. If I didn't, I know I'm going to have got pretty close. My third goal, was a cardio goal, and that was to row 500 meters under the time I did last time, which was 1 minute 32. And I will now play either the video or I'll show you a snapshot of the screen to see whether or not I hit that goal. So there's just a little clip of the disgusting rowing I did this morning. So that's 500 meters as fast as you can go, rest for 90 seconds, and then get on with another 500 meters. So the last time I did this, my first 500 I did in 1 minute 32, and today I did it in 1 minute 33, so I was 1 second slower. But the second 500, last time I did it in 1 minute 54, and this time I did it in 1 minute 52, so I was 2 seconds quicker. And the whole point of this is it tests sort of your recovery time. So my time came down, so my recovery was obviously slightly quicker. But it's a great test. If you fancy giving it a go yourself, just jump on the rower and have a bash, and you'll see how disgusting it is. Do you know what? I hope I've hit at least one of my bloody goals. So just to sort of round up on my goals, I missed my get under 100 kilos in weight, I missed my 200 kilo deadlift, and I didn't improve on my rowing time. But you know, I suppose if you don't set goals, then you don't have a target, and I suppose perhaps I wouldn't have got as close to where I got if I hadn't set the goals. So I will be setting new goals for the new year. I did have some sort of success this week. This is a little video coming up of me hitting my personal best in my back squat at 170 kilos. So I'm super stoked with that. It's something I've been working on now for the last few months, and perhaps I need to focus now on some other things. But yeah, so I am pleased, even though it wasn't a goal. It's certainly a big milestone for me. In the last 3 months anyway. And if I haven't, well, I haven't. I guess that's what goals are for. Sometimes you do make them and sometimes you don't, but it's really important to actually set them. Now in January, when obviously I'm going to be back on my weight loss journey in earnest, I'm taking part in something called a diet bet. Now I've never taken part in a diet bet before, but what happens is you put your money in this case it's $20, and you have to lose 4% of your body fat, and lots of other people join in this challenge, and the pool gets quite, or hopefully the pool will get quite large, and those that hit their target will share the pot. Now this has been organised from B at Happy Cashew TV, and she has called this particular diet bet, wait for it, B's New Year, New You Weight Loss Bonanza. So, you know, I can't resist a bonanza. So I have got involved, and my name is on the list. So for a month in January, I should be doing the diet bet. So hopefully that'll give me a good kickstart to 2017. Now, in my New Year's video, I am going to set my goals for 2017, my long-term goals and my short-term goals. So look out for that video. And if you haven't seen our collab video, click here. If you haven't seen last week's video about making excuses, I better rewatch that one. Click here. And if you haven't subscribed already, click here. Have a great Christmas. If you're going to celebrate Christmas, have a fantastic time. And if you make one change this week, review your progress so you don't die fat.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Santa Claus is coming to town.